Hey, welcome to another Monday Moment. I want to talk to you today about fighting the good fight of faith. In 2 Chronicles 35, King Josiah gets involved in a battle that God never asked him to. And what amazes me about this account is that there has never been a king in Israel that turned to the Lord with all of his heart and brought about all the reforms that Josiah did. Never been. I mean, when he was read the book of the law by the priest, he tore his clothes, he repented, and he began to set in place reforms and celebrated the Passover, the likes of which Israel had never seen. Right after that, he chooses to get involved in a battle with the king of Egypt. And the king of Egypt even told him, why are you meddling in this? My battle's not with you. In 2 Chronicles 35, he sent messengers, the king of Egypt, to him saying, what have I to do with you, king of Judah? I've not come against you this day, but against the house with which I have war. For God commanded me to make haste, refrain from meddling with God who is with me, lest he destroy you. In 2 Chronicles 25, we see that King Amaziah did the same thing. He had just had this huge victory in the Valley of Salt, and he chose to get involved in a battle that he wasn't supposed to. Both kings, Amaziah, Josiah, lost in battle. Josiah was even killed in battle. And another thing, when Josiah went out to engage in this battle that God never asked him to, never led him to, he disguised himself. The only other king that I could think of in Israel that disguised himself was Ahab. And both Ahab and Josiah were killed in battle by archers with an arrow. In fact, in Ahab's account, it was a random shot. I mean, just God totally purposed to take him out because he was so sinful. What I cannot understand for the life of me is why a godly king who could turn to God with all of his heart like Josiah would choose to get involved in a battle that would be his undoing. It must be possible, therefore, to turn to the Lord with all your heart and then get kind of puffed up about all of the great things that God has done through you and get involved in battles that you never should. I love that the king of Egypt even told Josiah that God had commanded him and that God was with him. And he warned him, don't get involved. It'll be your destruction. And it surely was. So no matter how greatly God has used you, don't meddle in a battle that he has not called you to fight. No matter how great your past successes have been, don't meddle in a battle that God has not called you to fight. I think of what Paul told Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 12. He said, fight the good fight of faith. So there are fights that we're supposed to fight, but they are good fights of faith. So there must be bad fights if there are good fights. And I want to encourage you to fight good fights of faith. Don't get involved where you shouldn't. Don't stick your nose where you shouldn't. Proverbs even tells us, like a meddler or a passerby, it's like someone grabbing a dog by the ears, getting involved in something that you shouldn't be. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. In fact, I've heard a good definition of gossip is talking about something that you're neither part of the problem or part of the solution. Maybe we should adopt that too as far as what we get involved in. Is God truly leading you to get involved in that? Or are you just feeling good about how God has used you in the past and all the great things that he's done through you and the ways that he's spoken through you and the victories and the battles that you've won? and therefore justify getting involved now. I tell you, do not. We never cease needing the leading of the Holy Spirit. We're never going to outgrow our dependency on God. We're never going to outgrow the leading of the Holy Spirit. They that are led by the Spirit of God are called sons of God. So be led by his Spirit and fight good fights of faith. I pray this finds you well. God bless till we meet again.